I'm loving the Danault, Drouin, Gallagher line. I've been waiting for this line to get together for so long, ever since Drouin became a Hab. I think this line will be great for the Montreal Canadiens. It will be very well balanced, and I think it will do great things for this team. The Montreal Canadiens just dominated one of the best teams in the entire NHL. Oh my God, what an efficient performance. These last two games from the Montreal Canadiens have been some of the most structurally sound, team-oriented, well-executed games I have seen them play all season, but this game tonight was something else. Fantastic game from start to finish. And Montreal dominated. Now, that's not to say that the Jets did not have any chances. They definitely threw some heat on Carey Price, but he was there when we needed him to be, making a ton of nice saves. And his puck movement tonight, gathering pucks behind the net, and the passes he was making up the ice, so impressive. Oh, the Montreal Canadiens defeat the Winnipeg Jets 5-2, and that puts their record to 31-18-6. On the season, which sets up a Hockey Night in Canada match this Saturday against the Maple Leafs that will determine second place in the Atlantic Division. Woo! Oh, what a game. Let's get right into it. Montreal comes flying out of the gate. That finish line, Yoel Armia, Arturi Lehkonen, and Jesperi Kotkaniemi was absolutely flying. Ton of chances, getting pucks on net, and rolling all four lines from the start of the game, and that continued on the entire game. But it was the Jets who scored first. Thanks to a bit of a late change there from Victor Mete, led to a 2-on-1 for Scheifele and Connor. Connor with the puck carrying it up the ice, gets it through Brett Kulak, who did everything he could to stop that play. Nice pass from Kyle Connor over to Scheifele, who pretty much would have had an open net. But Carey Price even almost had that. Nonetheless, it's 1-0 for the Jets, but Drouin's first goal of the night comes after a very nice puck retrieval from Danault, way on the other end of the ice. He gets it to Gallagher, who yet again gets it down low, forechecks hard, grinds it out, and gets that nasty backhand pass to the slot over to Drouin. A gift, but Drouin still needed that snipe to finish off that play. Whew, what a goal that was, and that line is on fire. What a night they had the rest of the night. We go into the second period, and Drouin gets another goal, once again assisted by Danault. Drouin is flying up the wing, and he beats Connor Hellebuyck glove side. Now, Connor Hellebuyck played a fantastic hockey game. Some of the saves he was making in the first and second period was very impressive, especially when it was 2-1 for Montreal. There was chances on both sides of the ice, and both goaltenders were there backing up their teams, keeping the game close. But oh, some of those desperation saves that Hellebuyck was making, just nasty. We go into the third period, and we see the 9th goal for Shea Weber, a bomb from the point, set up from Drouin and Danault. Danault behind the net. Once again, another nice play from Danault, down low. He loves playing the puck down below that red line, making nice plays. And another one here, gets it to Drouin, who then gets it to Weber, puts it on a platter, and a blast. Not only can he shoot at 100 miles per hour, but it is deadly accurate. He rarely misses the net. He's forcing goalies to make saves, which a lot of the time result in rebounds, or he is blasting it straight into the net. What a shot from Shea Weber. Now, speaking of Shea Weber, him and that D pair with Victor Mete is incredibly impressive. Their defensive play is just something else. I trust this D pair to go against any top line in the NHL. They showed once again tonight that they can shut down one of the best lines in the NHL, and they keep doing this game after game. I'm loving this D pair. The smarts from Shea Weber defensively, always with that gap control and positioning on the ice, relentless in the corners, but Victor Mete's speed and ability to track players down and not give them time with the puck, plus his speed allows him to to recover for Shea Weber anytime Shea Weber wants to step up at the blue line and cut someone off or make a hit. I am loving that D pair. Now, again in the third period, we get a goal from Philip Deneau, but man, Brendan Gallagher taking the hit to make the play. He drives into the slot and still gets the shot off despite getting absolutely smashed, and Deneau finishes it off after the rebound. What a goal. And then we get Montreal on the power play, and Drouin showing off those QB skills on the power play. Finally, having those lethal shots on both sides is an extreme benefit to Drouin, because he can, like he did with this play here, fake shots to whoever he wants, which draws penalty killers one way or the other. It allows Drouin to be so much more deceptive with his quarterbacking abilities. So he fakes the pass over to Weber, which totally shuffles the penalty killers over, leaves Kotkaniemi wide open, who has a lethal shot, and he showed it once again on that right side in the one-timer, and he finishes it. 4 goals in 4 games for Jesperi Kotkaniemi. I got one word for you. 18. Oh my God, this kid is unreal. Setting records in his rookie season. It is so impressive to see. The Jets end up getting a weird goal there at the end. Brendan Lemieux, good for him scoring in Montreal in front of his father, but didn't really count for nothing. Stats on the night, Montreal threw 53 shots on the net. Absolutely incredible. 53 to 34 shots. They did fairly well in the face-off dot, despite facing Mark Scheifele, one of the best centers in the league. 52-48 for the Jets in the face-off dot tonight. 2 for 2 on the penalty kill for Montreal. Very efficient penalty kill tonight. A lot of that, of course, Carey Price in net with the sound saves and the puck covers. But the penalty killers themselves did a great job of not allowing too many dangerous scoring chances on the penalty kill. And 1 for 2 on the power play. Great to see Montreal get on the board on the power play. Drouin, 4 points on the night. Deneau, 4 points on the night. Gallagher, 2 assists on the night. That line has 20 points in the last 3 games, and 9 of them are from Jonathan Drouin. 9 points in 3 games. Incredible. Weber, goal and an assist tonight. And Kotkaniemi, of course, a goal to extend that point streak. A couple more points I want to make here. Mike Riley. Have you been noticing him at all on the ice? That's a good thing, because he's playing some sound defensive hockey right now. Very impressive out there. Love what he's doing with the puck. Even he's doing well moving the puck up the ice as well, but he's just playing some very sound two-way defensive hockey right now. Has become a very good partner for Jeff Petrie. Those two seem to read off each other very well on the breakout. Great to see, and I'm loving that he is getting that consistent ice time, and the fact that Claude Julien made him earn that early on in the season. Another example of fantastic coaching from Claude Julien is Mike Riley's development this season. Kulak and Ben, of course, as well, making up a very good third pair. Ben on that right side, his offside on the third pair, the perfect spot for him in the NHL. Anytime he's in that position, he thrives, and he has been for weeks now. And Kulak as well. Another guy we're not noticing too much, but that is a very good thing. Tells me he's playing some very good sound defensive hockey. Another quick point, love seeing Domi stick up for his teammates at the end of the game there. Tatar gets a bit of a late hit, gets crushed, and Domi is straight in there to stick up for his teammates. Absolutely love seeing that. This is a tight-knit group, and they always back each other up. Domi actually played a very good game as well, despite not getting on the board. Matt Pekka also stood out as well. A couple nice plays from him. Really taking the ice time that he's been given and running with it. And Hudon as well, dropped to the fourth line with the return of Tatar. But some fairly nice shifts from him as well tonight against the Jets. Whew, what a fantastic hockey game. We are getting to the point where we might, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but we may be one of the best teams in the NHL. I know we're not perfect. I know we have some holes, some areas we can improve on. That left side defense, maybe a fourth line center, a bit of an upgrade there, but this is already one of the best teams in the NHL. I knew before this season they were much better than people thought, but I would have never thought ever that they would be this good. It is something else. Yeah, guys, so that's about it. Next game, Toronto. Confidence booster. This one for sure. This big win against the Jets, but can't get too far ahead of ourselves. The Leafs are an incredibly tough opponent. It's going to take yet another structurally sound, efficient game where we are playing fast, playing to our strengths, which is our speed, not giving the opponent time to make decisions, which leads to them making mistakes. That is how Montreal is winning games and winning those puck battles. Oh, loving this team. Can't wait for Saturday. And of course, guys, as usual, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ScotianCanadien, and subscribe if you like my videos. Cheers, guys. Go Habs, go! Woo! Loyal viewer Phil Galley asked, what positions need to be upgraded for this team to be playoff ready? Just the fact we're talking about playoffs right now is such an exciting feeling. Thanks for the question, though, and I have to say, I love the makeup of this forward core. Obviously, our centers are still quite young, but they are skilled and they are currently getting the job done. I am comfortable going into the playoffs with these top three centers that we have. Maybe a minor upgrade could be used in that fourth line spot where Chaput is currently. And I also think we have a ton of depth on wing. The list goes on and on of talented wingers we have. Jonathan Drouin, Thomas Tatar, Paul Byron, Arturi Lehkonen, Yoel Armia, Brendan Gallagher, Andrew Shaw. Like, it goes on and on. And now, obviously, I think we could use an upgrade in that top four lefty spot. But really, you don't want to give up too much, and while also possibly throwing off the team chemistry. This is such a tight-knit group. Why risk throwing that off while also paying a lot for an upgrade right now? I love how this team's playing. If there's a deal out there that could be made for a top four left-handed defenseman where you're not mortgaging too much of the future, and it's also possibly for a guy who has some term left, you know, make that deal, but that's an extremely difficult deal to make. I personally think they should just stay the course, possibly upgrade that fourth line C spot, and just roll with what we have. Thanks for the question, man. Talk to you soon. Cheers, guys.